Every year, thousands of people in Kentucky and Indiana lose tens of thousands of dollars from their car accident settlements because they made simple, avoidable mistakes in the days and weeks after their crash. In this video, I'm going to reveal the 5 biggest mistakes that destroy car accident settlements in Kentucky and Indiana and show you exactly how to avoid them so you can protect your case and get every dollar you deserve. Hi, I'm Karl Truman. As a retired United States Army officer and attorney for over 34 years, I've helped thousands of people across Kentucky and Indiana win fair compensation after serious injuries. If you or someone you love has been hurt, don't face the insurance companies alone. Call 502-222-2222 and count on the Colonel. Let's dive right in, because some of those mistakes start happening within hours after your accident, and once the damage is done, it's almost impossible to fix. Mistake number 1, delaying medical treatment or skipping doctor appointments. This is the number 1 mistake that destroys cases, and it happens all the time. You get in an accident, you feel a little sore, but nothing terrible. You think, oh, I'll just wait and see how I feel. Or maybe you go to the doctor once, start feeling a little better, and then stop going to your follow-up appointments. Here's why this destroys your case. Insurance companies use something called gaps in treatment to argue that your injuries weren't serious. They'll say, if you were really hurt, you'd have been going to the doctor immediately. If your back really hurt that badly, you wouldn't have waited 3 weeks to see a doctor. Or they'll say, you stopped going to the physical therapy after 4 sessions. Obviously, you weren't injured. In Kentucky and Indiana, you have the burden of proving your injuries were caused by the accident and that they required medical treatment. If there are gaps in your medical treatment or you delayed seeking care, the insurance company will argue that either your injuries weren't caused by the accident or they weren't serious enough to warrant compensation. Here's the truth about injuries. Many serious conditions don't show symptoms immediately. Whiplash, herniated discs, soft tissue injuries, concussions can take hours or days to fully manifest. Your body is flooded with adrenaline right after an accident, which masks pain. By the time you know how badly you're hurt, days may have passed. How to avoid this mistake? See a doctor immediately after your accident. Even if you feel fine, go to the emergency room, urgent care, your primary care doctor within 24 hours. Then follow through with every single appointment your doctor schedules. If they refer you to a specialist, go. If they prescribe physical therapy, complete the full course of treatment. If you miss an appointment, reschedule it immediately. Your medical records are the backbone of your case. Don't give the insurance company ammunition to argue you weren't really hurt. Mistake number 2, giving a recorded statement to the insurance company. After your accident, you're going to get a phone call from the insurance adjusters. They'll sound friendly and concerned. They'll tell you they're just trying to understand what happened so they can process your claim quickly. They'll ask you if you can give them a recorded statement about the accident. Don't do it. This is one of the fastest ways to destroy your case. And here's why. Insurance adjusters are trained to ask questions that sound innocent but are designed to trap you. They'll ask, how are you feeling? And if you say, oh, I'm okay, they'll document that and use it later to argue you weren't really injured. They'll ask you to describe the accident and how it happened. If your description differs even slightly from the police report or from what you say later, they'll call you a liar and use it to deny your claim. Remember, Kentucky and Indiana are both comparative fault states. That means if you're found to be partially at fault, your compensation gets reduced by that percentage. The insurance company knows this, so they're trying to get you to say something that suggests you might have been partially to blame. Also, you might be on pain medication, you're stressed, you're dealing with injuries, and you're trying to recall a traumatic event. You're not in the best position to give an accurate, detailed statement that could be used against you months or years later. How do you avoid this mistake? Politely decline to give any recorded statements to the other driver's insurance company. You can say, I'm not comfortable giving a statement. Please direct all communication to my attorney. You're not required to talk to them at all. And even with your own insurance company, don't give a detailed recorded statement without consulting with an attorney first. Provide only the basic facts like date, time, location, other driver's information, and tell them you're seeking medical care. Mistake number 3, posting on social media about your accident or injuries. This one surprises people, but it's absolutely critical. After your accident, the insurance company will be watching your social media accounts. They're looking for any photos, posts, or comments they can use to discredit your injury claim. Here's how this plays out. Let's say you've claimed a serious back injury that prevents you from working or enjoying normal activities. But then you post a photo of yourself at your kid's birthday party, smiling and looking happy. The insurance company will show that photo to a jury and say, look, he claims he's in a lot of pain and can't enjoy life, but here he is having a great time. It doesn't matter that you were in agony the next day or only stood up for 5 minutes to take that photo, the image tells a different story. Or maybe you post about going to the gym, taking a vacation, doing yard work, or anything that could be interpreted as physical activity. The insurance company will argue, if you can do these things, you must not be that injured. I've seen cases worth hundreds of thousands of dollars get reduced dramatically because of a single Facebook post. And here's the thing, even if your accounts are set to private, the insurance company can still subpoena your social media records. They can get access to everything you post, every photo, every comment. How to avoid this mistake? Stay completely off social media after your accident. Don't post photos. Don't comment about other people's posts. Don't check in at locations. Don't update your status. Just stay dark until your case is resolved. If that's not realistic for you, at an absolute minimum, don't post anything about your accident, your injuries, your activities, or anything that shows you're being physical activities. And tell your friends and family not to tag you in photos or posts. One innocent photo from someone else could destroy your case. Mistake number 4, accepting the insurance company's first settlement offer. This mistake is so common and it costs people massive amounts of money. Here's what happens. A week or two after your accident, the insurance adjuster calls you with a settlement offer. Maybe it's $5,000, maybe it's $10,000. They tell you it's a fair offer and you can have the money quickly if you just sign the release. Sounds tempting, especially if you're dealing with medical bills, lost wages, and you need the money now. But here's the truth. The first offer is almost never fail. It's a lowball offer designed to see if you'll take quick money and go away before you understand the full value of your case. Here's what the insurance company knows that you don't. Your injuries might get worse. You might need medical treatment. You might develop complications. You might have a permanent limitation. The full cost of your accident could be tens of thousands of dollars or more than their first offer. But once you accept that offer and sign the release, it's over. You can't come back later if your injuries turn out to be worse than you thought. You can't ask for more money if you need surgery 6 months down the road. The insurance company knows this, which is why they push so hard for a quick settlement before you know what your case is really worth. In Kentucky and Indiana, personal injury settlements are final. Once you sign that release, you give up all your rights for any future claims related to that accident forever. How to avoid this mistake? Never accept the first settlement offer without consulting an attorney. Don't even seriously consider it. An experienced personal injury lawyer knows how to properly value your case based on the full extent of your injuries, future medical needs, and the long-term impact on your life. We know what these cases are eventually worth, and we know how to negotiate with the insurance companies who are trying to lowball you. The difference between what they offer you directly and what an attorney can get for you can be enormous, even after attorney's fees are deducted. Mistake number 5, waiting too long to talk to an attorney. This is a mistake that costs people the most money and causes the most regret. People wait weeks, sometimes months, after their accident before they finally call an attorney. And by that point, they've already made many of the other mistakes on this list. They've given statements to the insurance company, they've posted on social media, they've missed medical appointments, they've accepted lowball offers. Here's why waiting is so costly. Evidence disappears, witnesses forget details or move away, surveillance footage gets erased, your own memory of the accident fades. The insurance company uses time as a weapon, wearing you down with delays and lowball offers until you're so frustrated you just want it to be over with. Also, there are strict deadlines in Kentucky and Indiana for filing a personal injury lawsuit. If you miss that deadline, then you lose your right to compensation entirely. The insurance company knows this and they'll drag things out hoping you'll miss it. But beyond the legal deadlines, the practical reality is that the sooner you get an attorney involved, the stronger your case will be. We can make sure you're seeing the right doctors. We can preserve crucial evidence. We can handle all the communication with the insurance company so you don't accidentally say something that hurts your case. And we can start building a strong claim from day one. How to avoid this mistake? Call a personal injury attorney immediately after your accident. Most of us, including my firm, offer free consultations. We'll review your case, explain your rights, and tell you whether you need an attorney or if there's something you can handle on your own. There's no cost and no obligation to get that professional advice. And if you hire us, we work on a contingency fee basis, so you don't pay anything unless we recover compensation for you. The people who come to me right after the accident, before they've made these mistakes, almost always end up with significantly better outcomes than the people who wait months and then come in after they've already damaged their case. Let me put this into perspective. I've seen cases where someone's claim should have been worth $100,000, but because they waited weeks or months to see a doctor, gave a recorded statement to the insurance company, and posted vacation photos on Facebook, they ended up settling for way less. That is a significant amount of money left on the table because of avoidable mistakes. I've seen cases where someone accepted a quick settlement of a few $1,000s, only to need back surgery 6 months later that costs thousands and thousands of dollars. They couldn't reopen their case because they've already signed the release. These mistakes are costly, but they're also preventable. Now you know what to do. Protect your case from day one. The bottom line is this: insurance companies are counting on you to make these mistakes. They have teams of lawyers and adjusters who know exactly how to minimize what they pay you. The only way to level the playing field is to know your rights, avoid these critical mistakes, and get professional help from someone who knows how these cases work. If you've been injured in a car accident in Kentucky or Indiana, call me at 502-222-2222 for a free case consultation. We'll protect your rights, handle the insurance companies, and fight to give you every dollar you deserve. Remember, you can count on the Colonel. And if you want to know exactly what to do step by step after a car accident in Kentucky or Indiana to protect your case from the start, watch my next video where I break down the complete action plan you need to follow.